Hey, what's up, social media family? I hope you are having a superior day. I have something very powerful that I want to share with you. Now, this word that I'm going to share goes along with another word that I recently shared, a prophetic word called over the top. If you have not seen or heard that word yet, you can go back to our YouTube, Facebook ministry page, or Rumble and watch that. But where this word originated from is when I was in Tampa, Florida a few weeks ago preaching for our dear friends, Apostle John and Prophetess Valora Coe. Before I even woke up, I heard in my spirit over the top. And as I was waking up, I felt the Lord say, in order, over the top miracles, expect over the top finances. And the third word he spoke to me was over the top recompense. And that word just stuck with me in my spirit because I felt like probably 3 weeks ago, the Lord kept saying recompense. And recompense is a word that I don't hear on a normal basis. When you hear something from the Lord that you don't normally hear, you're kind of like, okay, you got my attention, God. And you really want to study this out. You want to talk to some other apostles and prophets and really lean in to these words. And so I was thinking about over the top recompense. So I went and I looked up the word recompense. The word recompense means making amends to someone for loss, harm suffered, or compensation. Okay? So basically, for anybody that has been done wrong, you've had an injustice. Now, listen, I'm not talking about because everybody seems to think that other people's done them wrong, okay? That's not really what I'm talking about. I'm talking about legitimate injustice, legitimate harm or suffering, people that deserve compensation by the Spirit of God. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? You are about to see over the top recompense. You're about to see areas in your life where you have been done wrong, where you were overlooked, where you were rejected, where people pushed you aside because of their insecurity. You're about to see recompense. You're about to see compensation. Now, I tell people this kind of joking, but seriously, God is an accountant. He keeps good records and accounts of everything. So God will determine when you get your recompense and how much recompense. You know, there's a lot of you that you've had joy and peace stolen from you. Well, you're about to receive joy and peace. Earlier today, I just started laughing, and I just couldn't stop laughing. I just could not stop laughing. And I was just thinking, man, this is a recompense of the Lord. Just joy. Now, I'm going to give you a scripture. I love putting scriptures with prophetic words. Hebrews 10:35. So don't lose your bold, contagious faith, for you are destined for a great reward. You need the strength and endurance to reveal the poetry of God's will. Then you receive the promise in full. Okay? We all have a great reward coming our way. Now, a lot of times when you have been done wrong and you've had an injustice and things have come against you, the best thing you can do is talk to God and keep your mouth shut. El silencio, silent. I remember one time I got to go preach at a church, and the pastor said, "Do you want me to tell you why I had you come preach for me?" And I said, "Why?" He said, "Because I saw a church do you wrong." I'm talking wrong, so wrong. The way they did you and your wife was so bad. And yet, I've never heard of one thing you've said about them. I'm not going to. God has served me recompense for where I was done wrong. I remember years ago, the Lord spoke to me and said, when you put your hands up to fight, my hands will be put down. But when you put your hands down, I'll put my hands up and fight for you. I let God fight my battles for me. He is a good God. He is a good Father. So the word I want you to know is over the top recompense is coming your way. It is your portion. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to sit around and wait for it. It is coming, okay? So, hope this word encouraged you, blessed you today. And remember, we serve a good God. God knows everything. When you have been done wrong, don't ever think, injustice. No, justice will always be served. And when you do people wrong, you better pray for forgiveness, okay? And so we always need to have a clean heart before God. So recompense, this word right here is a strong word. Hopefully it gave you some hope. If you want prayer, you know the drill. Go to the website, joejoedawson.net. Go to the contact button, hit it. There's a place for prayer requests. Send me a prayer request, and I would be honored to pray for you. Love y'all.